German immigration authorities have ordered the deportation of 4 foreigners for their involvement in pro-Palestinian protests. The deportation order accuses the 4 of indirectly supporting Hamas, which is considered a terrorist organization in Germany and other countries. All 4 are legal residents in Germany, and 3 are from EU member states, which grants them free movement within the bloc. None of the accused has been convicted of any crimes. Well, to understand this better, we'll turn now to DW's political correspondent, Matthew Moore. Matthew, take us through this step by step. What are the accusations against these 4 activists?
The accusations, they're a mix of accusations really involving 4 of them. They're not a group of people that are known to each other necessarily, but they would have been involved in the pro-Palestinian movement here in Berlin. And the charges include resisting law enforcement officers who were trying to break up demonstrations, and one in particular at a university here in Berlin last year. The other charges include insults, particularly towards police officers, the use of symbols of terrorist organisations, including using banned slogans. Look, the responsible authority here in Berlin has basically come to the conclusion that these individuals pose a threat to public security. Now, these individuals, it must be said, have not been through a legal process. One of them was accused of insulting a police officer. He was acquitted. That's an Irishman that I've covered these protests, Terry, and I've seen him there, and he's there documenting what the police are doing, because there are concerns that the police have been using very brutal tactics in clearing some of the protests. But he was acquitted in court, and that's what the lawyer is saying. That the lawyer is saying that there's not been due process. It's that we haven't even reached a criminal conviction, and these people are being told that they must leave Germany. I spoke to the lawyer and he said, that they see a pattern here in Germany similar to that which we've seen in the United States in recent weeks, where pro-Palestinian activists have been detained. We can take a listen to what he told me.
I think what we can see from this case is that there's a weaponization of migration law as a tool of repression against social movements, and specifically against the movement, the pro-Palestinian movement. We have seen this play out in the United States with the case of Mahmoud Khalil, and obviously every case is different, and the case we have here is also different from the case of Mahmoud Khalil, but it follows the same patterns.
Matthew, whatever comparisons one can make with the U.S., this case is playing out here in Germany according to German law. What are the German authorities saying about this case?
Well, the German authorities, the authority in question is here in Berlin, in the capital, and their position on this is that individuals who are here, especially individuals who come from, one of the individuals comes from the United States, is a US national, is here on a visa, and part of that visa is that you agree to follow the rules and the laws of Germany, and the same goes, they say, for the European Union citizens who have freedom of movement here in Europe, which gives them the right to remain and the right to live here without a visa. But they say that they're going to revoke that right under a threat to public order and security. So they see these individuals as a risk, a security risk, really, to Germany. The individuals, it must be said, they're going to be taking legal steps. They've appealed this. They're taking the administration in Berlin here to court in an emergency hearing, and they hope to get a result from that hearing from a court any day now, because they've got a matter of weeks. They have been told they need to leave Germany by 21st of April, either voluntarily or, if not, they will be deported forcibly. So they're looking to the courts, really, Terry, to give them a reprieve.
Matthew, thank you very much. That was our political correspondent, Matthew Moore.